CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
And jazz hands. Welcome back to the biggest YouTuber in the motherland. Make sure you let us know how you celebrated your beautiful Youth Day. Hop on our socials and let us know. It is Ekse_live on Twitter, as well as Ekse_live on Instagram, as well as Ekse Live on Facebook. We care so much about you that we want to know how you are celebrating how you celebrated your June 16th. Still joining us in the building is Inkamva Youth, which is all about uplifting the youth in different communities.
It makes me feel young again. I'm officially closer to 30 than 20, but it makes me feel young and excited about the youth. Thank you again, guys, for just staying here in studio with us. It's been such an awesome conversation to be involved with and to be watching. Earlier in the very beginning of our interview, you know, you hit on a really salient note all about what Ekse Youth is about, is that bridging that post-apartheid education gap. And I think it is so true. You know, somebody in an underprivileged area getting 50% might not know they have the capacity to get 80% or 90%, but because there is that huge education gap, you know, and that's where Ekse Youth comes in. So yesterday was Youth Day. I was in bed with the flu, not COVID, but I want to know, what did you guys do to celebrate Youth Day yesterday, like Lama was mentioning earlier, and what have you been doing to celebrate Youth Month in general?
Well, firstly, you're still young, though. Let's just get that right. Right. So part of the youth. So for Ekse Youth, we've been working together, particularly in the Western Cape, with the Western Cape government, Department of Social Development. So as we speak right now, we've got a couple of our learners in Durbanville, at the Durbanville Conference Center, and we've been having a conversation since yesterday on gender-based violence and the role that the youth should play, can play, and what they need to do to change this scourge that is hitting our country. So there's been quite a lot of conversations, and I know in Joburg, in Deep Sloot, we've got a couple of departmental programs that are also running, also with the Gauteng Department of Education.
And I love that you're mentioning actually not just in the Western Cape, but you guys are literally trying to go all over South Africa and hopefully somewhere all in Africa. Now, I want to find out, why is it important for you guys to branch out? And if you have branched out, how many branches do you have? I think you mentioned 17. And where are they? And how can people, you know, hop on board and make sure that they join the nearest Ekse near them?
Yeah, so we're in 5 provinces. So in the Western Cape, obviously, which is the biggest, because Cape Town rocks. And then we've got
how many do you have here?
So we've got 7 branches in the Western Cape, so it's quite a lot, the biggest. And then we've got in Gauteng and Northwest, and then we've got KZN and the Eastern Cape. So those are the provinces that we have.
And then do all of those have like the same curriculum? So what you do in Athlone is what you do in Khayelitsha, what you do in Khayelitsha is what you do somewhere in Gauteng.
The Ekse Youth blood is yellow, is white, it's black. We do the exact same thing. Our motto stays the same. What we want to do is to bridge that inequality gap in education. I mean, you can tweak it depending on your context, but the same vibe, the same energy, the same awesome people that we have here in the Western Cape, we also have quite a lot of them in the other provinces.
I think there's so much pride between the two of you. You know, every time you talk about the youth, there's a little side eye to snare.
You know,
just an example
right
here.
Perfect example sitting next to me, man. I wish I was him.
I think that's so great. I mean, honestly, both of your energy really it's testament to what you're doing and the passion that you're doing it with. What would you say to anybody that's sitting at home right now watching this, that's feeling just a bit depleted, a bit like, you know, they've given up, they've tried everything that they can? What sort of words of motivation can you give to a young person right now, especially during COVID, to just fight through it and, you know, do their best?
You want to take that, Mr. Snaps?
So someone's like, I'm going to think about it.
So I'm just like sitting here thinking about a quote that one of predecessors? No, predecessors. She used to say that if it's not the end, then it's not over. So I think that's one thing that I can tell someone who's sitting at home right now, thinking that, hey, I've tried A, B, and C, and nothing is working. You know, it's not the end yet, and it's definitely not over. So just get up and do what you do. Dollar what you must.
That's so beautiful.
Dollar what you must.
Yes, dollar what you must.
It's literally the hashtag Dollar what you must 2020. Now, 2021. Now, I want to find out if maybe a student is watching right now and they're like, okay, I am struggling with school and I might need some assistance from Ekse Youth. Where do I go and what are these requirements that I need? What if I'm literally styling there by 30%?
come to Ikamva Youth. man.
Okay.
With your 30%, 20%, I think we take everybody. We take every learner, no matter how you're performing. What we want is to try and improve you step by step with you. We've got tutors and mentors that are going to walk with you the journey. We've got our branch staff that is so amazing that they're going to motivate you. You already hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Those are the type of motivations that our learners exposed to each and every day. So our Facebook page is always there if you want to drop us a DM, or you can contact in your community. We've got branches in Khayelitsha, quite a lot of them, in Googs, in Nyanga, in Atlantis, in Maspumelele, in Fishhook. So there should be a Ikamva Youth branch close to you. And even if you ask at your schools, most of the schools know about Ikamva Youth because we're an official partner of the Department of Education.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for having this conversation.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, they gave you their social media handles. Our heroes are here and they are taking charge. They've given you their social media handles. Please do hop on and help out. But also, you can be a hero if you've graduated in varsity and you're a doctor and you want to give a helping hand. Make sure you go on their social media pages, exactly, and make sure that you are one of the incredible mentors like Usne Temba right here. But right now, though, I think it's time to find out what the incredible Lama Moon is doing. So, Lama, darling, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, you know, it's either we go big or we go home, and today is no exception. We're going bigger and better. We brought you a superstar on top of the hour. Till the very end, 60 minutes of nothing but education, information, and a lot of fun. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take me back to 2014 when it was all about free will.
Yo, you know, I started in this music industry because of Jayjay Cup.
Yeah, sure, or El Nino and the gang.
El Nino and
There we go.
Mabi and La. So, you know, growing up in Cooks, you know, those people have motivated me. You know, I grew up watching them. Basically, they're my heroes.
Sure.
Even like yesterday, I was celebrating
The Youth
the
Day?
Youth Day because of what they've done for me.
Sure.
Besides of what happened in 1967.
1976.
1976.
It happens. Live.
Yeah. So that's where it started.
Sure.
Started with Jayjay Cup, Ekse, you know, them rapping and us, you know, mimicking what they were doing. And today we're here. It's 2021.
And we are free, and it's all because of Class of in 1976. What
Yes,
does
sir.
the Youth Month mean to Jayjay?
You know, the Youth Month for me, it's all about being innovative.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about making sure that you're part of the change in South Africa. It's all about making sure that you whatever you do, it's impactful.
Sure.
You know, it impact the youth, those who the new generation, basically. Whatever I do now, it's all about it has to impact you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what kind of way it impacts you, but it has to. It doesn't matter whether you don't like hip hop music, but when I perform, you gotta feel it. You gotta be like, yo, you see that guy right
And
there?
then lose him all else. And then we
Yeah,
fast
yeah.
forward to Pure Dope Gang.
Pure Dope Gang. That's my record label that I started in 2017. You know, like I said, you know, Youth Day was all about giving back. So that time, now, you know, things were happening for me. You know, I was traveling, doing a lot of big things, but no one knew that time because we were not mainstream.
Yeah.
But then we were doing great things. So I like, yo, I see a lot of young people in Cape Town. They're trying to pursue the music industry, but no one is recognizing.
Yeah.
So I like, okay, let me be that person who's gonna be like,
because
yo.
it must be so frustrating. You're pushing the passion and you know that you've killed it in studio and you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
take it to the streets and nobody's recognizing. Now,
Exactly.
how does one keep their head above the water and still do what they love the most?
You know, I'm gonna tell them based on my experience. Because like when I started Pure Dope Gang, no one believed in me, but you know, I believed in myself. That's the way it starts.
Yeah, superstar all day. You wearing
Exactly.
shades in the rain.
You already know, like Kumanda
What?
was there, you know. So no one is gonna tell me, Jayjay, you look dope today.
Yeah.
I have to tell myself that before I walk out of my house.
I love it.
So what I'm gonna say is that you gotta be a fan of yourself. So for other people to be a fan of you.
See
So,
why we're hot?
Yeah, I'm a fan of myself. So that's where it starts basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, now you've got the latest project. What's happening there, and who have you worked closely with to make it as successful as it is?
All right, so like I said, basically yesterday, I was celebrating Youth Day. I dropped my freestyle music video.
Yeah,
Just a 3-track mixtape. So latest project is that it's called Magilla the Dawn freestyle, and it's called there's a song that is called Jay. Guess what? I did that song with one of the guys from 3 Months Cab,
Okay.
which is my B.
Yeah.
So this is one of the guys, when I looked up to him, but today we're in the song together. You know?
It must feel like a full circle for you.
I mean, like it feels amazing. It feels great. It feels like I've achieved something for myself. And
What's the narrative yale mixtape le abantu funeka bayiconsumile from you?
all right, basically what I'm pushing the image of Jayjay the Soul. The first song is all about Father Magilla the Dawn, which is my alter ego.
Yay.
Yeah. And then the second song is all about my lifestyle. You already know. And then the third song.
He lying. I know nothing. Sufuna ungibambisa esitradweni.
And, you
Twa
know-
uphi lo wa? But I know.
Yeah, and the third song is all about the vibe. It's a drum track.
Sure.
So yeah, shout out to DJ Seko.
Cool. Now these youngins that are looking up to you, njengalandlela look up from kwi-3 Months Cup, they're looking up to you now. What must they know before they enter the industry?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. You might be knocking at every door, bro. No one might open the door for you. You might kick every door. People might close the door on you, but you gotta make sure that you keep knocking until doesn't matter what happens, bro. For example, for me, I haven't made it, bro, but I'm still out here doing it, and I believe in myself, and I know I'm gonna make it one day. Cause you know what, I wanna be standing next to Kanye, son.
For real?
You already know.
He's gonna take you to church. You better be ready. Now people want to consume your music and they want to follow you online because they want to see each and every move. Where do they catch you?
So you can get me on Instagram. It's Jayjay the Soul _ It's Jayjay _ the Soul. On Facebook as well. I'm Jayjay the Soul. The S is with the $. You already know.
Because we're all about that. All about that.
Yeah.
You're closing the show today with a track
sir.
that you've worked with and the message behind that track and why should people go buy it?
All right. The song is all about the vibe. You already know. Life as a guy, see how people live in Lokshini.
Yeah.
I'm from Gooks, so I wrote that song because of of my friends and everything that I see that's happening. But yeah. Me telling the people that the thing that I see my friends doing, but I'm not being influenced or under peer pressure to do the same thing.
Yeah. Sure, Google to stand up because Pume Gogs. Emakasi, right now you're going to take it back to Ikamva Youth with Ulwandile Nolaren, Delphino as well as Usine Temba, letting us know Kuti Singati Bananjanine Ikamva Youth and why we should engage and participate in this beautiful organization as we celebrate our heroes in this community of ours. Welcome to Ekse Live if you just joined us.
Hey, we are the heroes in our communities. And make sure you hit us up on our social media pages. But before we go and we say goodbye, we have to give us those social media handles once again, just in case someone missed the first part of it, but they'll remember this time. Where can we find Ikamva Youth?
Find Ikamva Youth SA.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter.
Yes, I love that. Thank you guys for being heroes and for doing such amazing things. Remember, you can also be a hero by going to be one of the people who are mentoring one of the students. So if you have a degree and you are currently doing a profession and you want to mentor a young person in an underprivileged community, then you might want to join Ikamva Youth. But right now, though, I feel like we need to say goodbye.
I don't want to.
You have to say goodbye.
I don't want to. Guys, honestly, I always enjoy having such genuine guests. You can smell how authentic they are, how passionate they are. Thank you so much for joining us in studio, guys, really.
Thank you for having us.
It's been such a phenomenal episode.
Yeah, I feel like...
I'm feeling inspired.
Listen, I got so thrown off because I'm like, we have 2 seconds on this interview, child. We have a whole 4 minutes. So we're going to continue this conversation with Ikamva Youth. Now, what are some of the amazing stories that you've seen that are like, oh my God, this is exactly why I do what I do?
Prime
like,
example.
I mean, Usina Temba, you are a prime example, but what are some of the things that you've seen that you are like, you know why? This is why I've dedicated my life to making sure that I help younger people behind me.
Yeah, so personally, I've dedicated my life to working with young people in Africa across the continent. And Ikamva Youth is one perfect example of how you can see impact, you can see change. Over the past 17 years, learners from underprivileged communities have been passing their matric results by over 80%.
Sure,
Learners now going into university, but not just university, pursuing their dreams, because you guys are inspirational. Some of our young people want to be like you on TV.
I'm gonna go
So
be a mentor.
yes, guys, you are recruited, the both of
Yes.
you. So we've seen young people doing that, but also they come back to Ikamva Youth and also be volunteers and be mentors. And a lot of our learners are really doing quite a lot in our communities, starting small businesses, starting projects, but also more than everything, it's changing the narrative and changing the perspective of their families to know that we can make it no matter where we're coming from.
Yeah.
And it takes being around the right people as well. You know, I mean, you do. It's so easy for any human being to get into a space where they're just like, I've tried everything, like it's done. And it really might just take somebody walking through your doors and getting met with, you know, like, how can I help you? Like, what can I do to change your perspective? And sometimes it just takes a little bit of a smile.
And also, I just realized, like, something that Jayjay was also saying is the fact that people need to see what they want to be. Like, mentorship is so important because people genuinely need to see that it's possible. I can do what you're doing and maybe even do it better than you. But right now, though, unfortunately, it is the end of the show. Thank you so much to our heroes. Thank you to our heroes that were here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is Thursday. We still have more heroes. I'm not sure if we have more heroes pulling up tomorrow. I'm a liar, but we do have our again with Jayjay coming through tomorrow. Thank you so much for choosing us to be the biggest future in the motherland for Mulwandile in KwaZulu, better known as the Princess of Presenting, as well as...
I'm also just royalty. I'm just part of the pack somewhere. My name is Lauren Jaffe. Guys, thank you for joining us so much. And again, a big thank you to all of our guests. And just join us again tomorrow.
Yes.
4 to 5.
4 to 5.
We're
If you
always
missed
here.
this episode, don't worry though. You can still catch it tomorrow morning from the hours of 8 to 9 o'clock. For me to you, it's all love. Goodbye and God bless you. Lama leave.
What's up, Gwan? We're about to cups no champagne right now because we promised you a killer performance by Jayjay the Soul. So make sure that you do not go anywhere because Kuzo Bamanzi Pansi. Tomorrow we do it all over again between the hours of 4 and 5. And the repeat of this very episode is not tomorrow. Catch it on Monday morning between the hours of 8 and 9. Keep it locked right on Cape Town TV. We are the People's Channel. And remember, we've got a guest presenter coming through. And if you wish to be one of them, email ayanda@capetowntv.org or dial us on 021-448-0448. The Queens handle it, and I did my very best to handle it. We know that we were impressing. We are impressive, and you were impressed. We give you nothing but the very best of entertainment, information, as well as education. Right now, it's time for us to slide out of here. Cups of champagne. What a grand. This is Jayjay the Soul.
Let's go. I go by the name of Jayjay the Soul. You already know. I want everybody at home to stand up right now. Vibe with me. Hey, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go. Hey, hey, I can hear the music. Turn it up. And the champagne, hey, 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 yo, stand up, my nigga, stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up, my dog, stand up, my nigga. Let's go, hey, hey, yo, my number no go logo. With the girls, let's go, hey, hey, yo, my number no go, let's go. Let's go, hey. I when I put it telling deck, this is coop, telling deck, you want a man. I got beers and like a changy coupe, young, you pull a man. Diabu, you macalet, lekum na de macalet. I'll not mala so zifa coupe, tico, nebunandin. I'll not smile, I pick up, lang a drink, Saban, Telu, Hamana, Yungam, Telanga, Pelly Maling, acting like shit. I good to say, I'll fuck out, and I'm all is you in front of done and you work out on Fazu Sublemin, Nunga Shamba, Chin, Ayule Kanto, La Luchile Mapupe, Lingenile Itimo, Maliba Lutandaze, Easy Yoni, but I can't afford. Let's go. Hey, Malume no Coloco, Selina Banton, since 2 steps in the champagne. Let's go. Hey, Malume no Coloco. Hey, Malume no Coloco. What is the presenters? Yo, I need 2 presenters to come and join me right now. Come here. 2 presenters, come join me. Hey, Nabanton, since 2 steps in the champagne. Hey, don't forget to pray. Searching for the dome, me ready for the king. Father,
get the money back. Hey, come join me. Okay, okay. Ulalo mila makishi, hey, mama buyandi. I'm the man up in here. I'ma make you ride, and you know I never lie. For me kukuletu asidal for wetu. Ayo mama betu boya kuka lengwe. Ezi meta zikatali nobula lezinya weni. Hey, hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, 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 yeah, malume no kolo. Hey, telling about us if you taste in the shop. Hey, 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 yeah, malume no kolo. Telling about sema na bantwana ba yes. Let's go. Hey, hey, yeah, malume no kolo. I'ma shout at you right now. I'ma shout at you. Listen to me. Hey, are you ready? I'ma shout out right now. Hey, let's go. Hey. Now we see Lego booting at the code. Come along, go macho from a cuckoo up. Namun thing and triple book. Namun go, cause the go must balance now. Yan Saluma Tashelane, Tashelane, Vanessa, Lirato. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, 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 hey. It's too much, it's too much. My name is Jayjay the Soul. Thank you, beautiful lady. You're too beautiful. Hey. Hey, are you ready? Let's go. Hey, hey. Cook stand up 7750. You already know, baby.